and you drop a Mega Inferno Bomb on their head and send a piercing arrow through their hearts is really nice. This BLG composition, in and of itself, does work. The Ziggs is so weird in this composition that I'm genuinely wondering if it was a mistake.
I don't even think they get any of them. I
don't know that they could even go and take the Drake at this point, which would be the only remaining pickup. Instead, looks like Shadow, he's just going to go for a clear onto his topside camps, bit of money into his back pocket, but doesn't get any effective stats for his team.
And the Dragon's still up. This thing might not fall before like 10 minutes after the setup you get with that Leona ultimate. And the Crab costs a summoner, and again, nobody looking to fight whatsoever. Maybe it's on. Does connect the dredge line. Chains of Corruption a little far away, but the depth charge is going to line that one up. There's the Chains of Corruption. Nice. Gets the knockup. They're going all on to Crisp. Kill goes down nonetheless. Can Tien trade out Elk on the back end? Yes, 1 for 1. As the TP does come in from Xiaohu, and he's going to try and stream a shovel, but Shadow jumps into the Cataclysm. Nice. Look at the fancy footwork from Shadow.
Small thing, but we will track through if you end up missing an item breakpoint.
Oh. Nice.
Good.
Sorry.
That's a dragon. You get someone stuck in the Cataclysm and you could just drop the Mega Inferno Bomb on top of them. That is going to be nice. We're going to watch both top laners drop their ultis.
Finn has already gotten rid of the wave. He still gets feared up. Solar Flare stun into the current call. Great layering, and Crisp actually doesn't get touched by Bin, so that's not a kill given back over. It's 2 kills on Tien, who needs to prioritize this gold inflection as soon as possible.
Damn. I'm surprised right there that wasn't going to be a kill over, but unfortunately for Bin, he doesn't really get the luxury of thinking about landing a hit, landing a little bit of damage right there on the Crisp to make sure that it doesn't turn into an execute. So well played out of Weibo, and they are most definitely fighting their way back into this.
The bigger question, no, the Sand Soldiers stand tall. Look out for the piercing arrow, though. Does hit onto Xiaohu. Curtain call coming from the side, out of light, but Shadow's going to hunt him down. Does not commit the Cataclysm, though, to force the flash out of light because, yeah, exactly, Blockster. What do BLG care about most? Turrets, not kills right now.
Exactly. Now Shadow can jump on forwards. Cataclysm goes on in.
I spoke too soon. And Shadow did not know about the Nocturne spell shield that cleanses the Horn and feats of warfare over to Weibo. The Night Diff is stupid for BLG right now. He's up over 1,000 gold over Xiaohu, and he's about to increase that lead, because guess what? Satchel Charge knocks his turret down. Chains of Corruption has to be cleansed by Crisp. Here comes the Paranoia on the backside. Knight does not get hit by the Solar Flare stun. Instead, they're trying to lock up on, who will fall. The Inferno Bomb doesn't have enough damage to kill off Tien just yet, so Weibo get 1 kill back for their 3rd turret loss of the game.
They're getting for themselves that's so huge right now. They can move on towards the Rift Herald. If they can pick this one up, it can be used on tier 2 towers now.
Okay, remember, no Paranoia. Oh no, Crisp! Too crispy, more like burnt on that flash. At least they'll get the Herald. At least they'll get the Herald. At least they'll get the Herald. Okay, alright, they get it.
But we also can't discount the fact that you get Varus in this game, and there's a reason Varus is so strong. He's in such a strong spot at the moment. Hang on.
Oh, Salvo is getting wrapped by Shadow. The Sand Soldiers are too late. Shadow again goes over the Emperor's Divide. The Inferno Bomb doesn't hit the main target, but it gets enough damage, and Elk's able to cleanse Flash out of the Leona stun. And the body block comes through. Mr. President Elk, you get out to safety. Oh, yeah, it will.
It will, but it's still not going to get them much for it, right? This is not going to actually take down the tower.
Oh,
here comes Bin.
Horn into the depth charge, locks up the support. Crisp goes down with little to say about it. The Equalizer, a fleeting hope to try and keep Weibo's support up, but now they're in a 5 versus 4, and they really have to count all of their eggs before they try and hatch themselves a dragon play. Tien's getting chased down by Shadow, who dunks him into the Cataclysm, immediately forces the flash. Flag and drag after, but Shadow got what he wanted, gets the flash out of Tien.
Yep.
And now they can turn their attention towards the dragon, but first they got to clear out these control wards so they don't give Tien a way back in for a steal. But Shadow's taking a large amount of damage here from Light, who feels comfortable enough to open up the curtain call. It will not spell the end of this play for BLG just yet. Here comes the Paranoia. They still have vision on the dragon. They're going to hold it and wait for Tien to go in. He goes all in for Elk, but again, he's just too safe. Deadly Flourish won't find his mark. Tien is down. That mission was as one way as they come. Inferno Bomb hits Light down for about 50% of his HP, and BLG patiently play the fight and come out the victor.
Shadow jumps in when he maybe shouldn't have done. But that didn't really get punished that badly. You get lost 1 kill. Shadow going in now onto Crisp.
Please. But yeah, man, that's a pretty tanky Jarvan. Chris cleanses one of the stuns. Kurt Call comes across. Tien is in. Xiaohu, watch him for a little bit of Shuriman shuffle action. Knock up Inferno Bomb. Holy moly, Breathe is getting deleted. And Bin, one more auto will find the first kill. Bin is way too tanky. He misses his Ornhorn. Not going to talk about that one, Bin, because he's just running down Light. Chris is trying to kite back to it, but Shadow has a flag and drag. Going to go after Light. Doesn't have the Cataclysm. Maybe went a bit too far forward. Chris is going to be the next target. His Knight is completely protected in this fight. And Elk is not going to fall just to the might of Tien. It has to be Xiaohu, because Light is having to run back towards his base. Weibo's front line is completely scattered as BLG find themselves a narrow but a fight win. So excited to just slap into this mid-tier 2 turret. A couple more autos from Elk to do it. Chains of Corruption going to hold Xiaohu in place as we go into the darkness. Inferno Bomb. Xiaohu's down to about half HP. Can't get anywhere into this fight. Tien's going all out after Elk, but maybe that's exactly what BLG wanted, because again, the force shot will not find the mark onto Elk. Elk survives, and that's the doom and demise of Weibo, and the Cataclysm might just be the cherry on top. 4 kills for nothing in the name of Bilibili Gaming.
And winning here is going to put them second in our standings.
Biggest fight win. Baron shouldn't be contested by Xiaohu, sticking around a little bit too long. And Knight is going to punish him for it. The golden left hand looking to swat another fly down in his way. And they're not done with Xiaohu just yet. Depth charge isn't going to land. Inferno Bomb has to be flashed because the sweet spot would have sent Xiaohu packing. But Knight wants more max range Q. Nope. Another one. The protection of this BLG front line. And Tien's going to have to let the soul go. Maybe go for a Paranoia Steal. No. Nope. That's the state of Weibo right now. Giving away Ocean Soul way too far behind in a game that will end their series.
They just had so much control over the map. And this team, they just know how to make these fights work for them, even when it's a bit messy, even when it's scrappy.
And just as it started, the satchel charge starts breaking open. Might just be the very thing that ends it, because it's going to start off this fight where they go all after Xiaohu, eats a depth charge, an Inferno Bomb, everything, and boy, can he not stomach it. Curtain Call coming on the back line from Elk, but there's just nothing to really find here except the corpses of his teammates. That force shot does finally connect onto somebody, but that someone is on who will valiantly give his life for the rest of BLG to wipe up another fight.
And that's now just going to leave you 2 remaining members to try to stop against this push. I don't know that this is going to be the end for BLG, of course, but they certainly can crack open the base anytime you've got a Ziggs. Towers, they don't really exist. Bye-bye to that one. Inhibitor going to go down too. And what a great inhibitor to be able to grab yourselves with the last little bits of your Baron buff. Bot lane, super minions pouring in. Now you can go play around the Atakan whilst not worrying about the state of these waves. Yeah.
This is what you can afford. To 2-man the Atakan at... Let me see, I want to get the exact time for all those stats of people, if anyone's out there listening to me. 31-17. Let's see if that's the latest Octagon take we've seen since it transitioned to Thornbound.
31-17. That is very, very delayed right here. But without the Baron buff, it's going to be slightly, marginally harder to crack open the remaining towers in the base. The outside ones, nice and easy, of course.
All right, yeah.
I still don't know that they're actually going to be able to stop this push right here. I mean, you do at least have an Azir who's got some decently long-range wave clear. If Light can step up far enough to actually be able to get the bounce off, clear waves, but yeah, you can see the respect being given from Weibo. They don't even trust themselves.
All right, they're finally going after Knight. They do get the stun layer down. Inferno Bomb. Knight feared up. Will he die? The Shurelian shield. Knight will finally burn through. But again, is it too little too late? That Ornhorn triple knockup from Bin says so, and he's flashing after Breathe. Sure, you lock down the golden left hand, but the rest of BLG is golden with an Elk pentakill.
Oh, it's a penta right there. Elk manages to pick it up. The one fight where everybody doesn't jump him from Weibo. He turns it around and says, mistake on you. This is going to be a 2-0 for BLG. Weibo get dismantled.
A head-scratching game. A unique single match of League of Legends. But disappointing, not at all, unless you're a Weibo fan. They will succumb to BLG and give up second place to Group Ascend as the prize.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.